early Christmas present this weekend with the opening of Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. Bill Tush talked with the star, director, co-writer, and everybody's favorite Vulcan, Leonard Nimoy.
During their many TV and film ventures, the Star Trek crew has gone just about everywhere. This trip, it's back in time.
Judging by the pollution content of the atmosphere, I believe we have arrived at the latter half of the 20th century.
Leonard Nimoy, or Mr. Spock to Star Trek fans, believes time travel stories to be among Star Trek's best.
We did do some very successful time travel stories. One that I remember in particular was one where we went back to the 1930s during the Depression in Chicago, and it was a love story between Bill Shatner and Joan Collins, which I always thought was one of our best episodes.
In other adventures, Spock and Kirk have run into some pretty strange creatures. Their trip to 1986 proves no exception.
I notice in Star Trek IV, there's a lot more humor than in the others.
We decided that it was really time to lighten up a little bit, because we used to do it in a series fairly regularly. Stick the tongue in the cheek once in a while and have a little fun. And we had not done it yet in the movies, so it was time to do it.
As director of Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, Nimoy found himself faced with a big problem: what the crew would wear back in '86.
It's the most remarkable thing. For a long time, during the preparation of the picture, we talked about what should we do about the clothes. We don't discover that we have to go back to the 300 years to Earth now until we're off the Vulcan planet and on the trip. And the more I thought about it, the more I finally decided firmly. I said, no, these clothes are going to be totally acceptable on the streets of San Francisco.
Still, Spock and crew did get their share of questions.
I had a lady walk up to me in the street after she realized who I was and what we were really doing, and tell me that when she first saw me, she thought I was some kind of a priest or a monk or something, because I am wearing this white robe with a kind of a sweatband, headband to hide the pointed ears.
But in hip Frisco, it's
totally acceptable.
Bill Tush, CNN, New York.
The plan is...